Let's think about problem solving and apply it to like weight loss. This is a common issue and concern. What I want to do, just like we're sitting in a coffee shop, I want to show you how steps 2 and step 3 of the simple 6 process kind of work and why you can get a good insight from it. So here we go. There are 2 steps. Steps 2 is where you see. Step 3 is sort, and step 4 is simplify. So we want to think about weight gain. So on weight going up, weight gain. So what goes into weight? Well, it works like this. First, we want to just see some things. That's number 2. So we're going to look out here and we're going to think about what goes into it. And part of it is we get calories, we take in food. Part of it is metabolism. We've got our activity. We've got an issue like hunger. We've got kind of the process or how we eat. We've got, yeah, how we eat. That's partly, I'll go how and what. And when we think about the how and the what, we might eat slow, we might eat fast, we might eat once a day, many times, etc. We've got even something like our weight average or height to weight issue, like what we should weigh. The what could also be the kind of food, meaning the quality. So I'll just make a cue there. And you start looking at these things and you realize that, what it amounts to actually, when we move to the sorting process, you look at these pieces and what you begin to appreciate, we could have also motivation over here. You're at a party or home, etc. But basically it turns into intake, and it turns into the burn rate or the outtake, so the burn rate. And then you can get over this is 2, this is 3. This is going to be 4, where we want to simplify and understand the basic process. And so what happens is you start realizing, look, on intake, it's about how much we take in, and that's going to relate to caloric density, something like that, some word like that. And it's going to involve, the quantity and the frequency, something like that. The burn rate is going to be the combination of your metabolism and activity, basically. And what we see in this process is that it gets down to a very simple issue when we think about how it works. So when you simplify something right here, number 4, you're just trying to ask how it works. And the way it works is you basically have some math going on. And the math is going to be your intake in a relationship to your caloric burn, right? That's all it's going to amount to. So when you have an intake that exceeds your caloric burn, you're going to gain weight. So if it turns out that you literally, if you take in 12 and burn 12, you're going to stay the same weight. If you take in 12 and burn 6, then you're going up by double, right? 2x. And the other way, if you take in 6 and you burn 12, then you're going to lose at some kind of 2x. Now, this tells us the story because it actually turns into just a caloric math problem. And what people do out there, I see commercials all the time. It's, hey, boost your metabolism or outrun. And this is where leverage fits in, because the truth is, this is not a real thing. Now, don't hear me wrong. It is a real thing. There is metabolism. We get it. But your metabolism slows as you age. Maybe you can boost it, maybe not. But the fact is, it doesn't matter. It's between your metabolism and your activity. You just simply burn at some rate. And all you have to do is eat the amount you burn, you'll stay even. If you eat less, you'll lose weight. If you eat more, you'll gain weight. That's the nature of it. The leverage in all of this is going to be around when you think about what's the least you can do. And the leverage is going to be around the density, this caloric density. I tried to write it here. So when you eat calorically dense foods, let's say oil, fat, sugar, those things actually, you're taking in a lot of calories, but it's not taking up much space, in your stomach. Not necessarily much of a signal to your brain. You can take in piles of calories. And this isn't exactly about calorie counting, but it is the idea that when you think through the problem, the trick is to eat less high calorie foods. That's all there is to it. And you want to make sure you eat less than what you burn. If you want to try to boost your burn rate, more power to you. It can happen. You can run, you can exercise, you can do stuff. But it's shocking how few calories you'll burn, even running. It's always on this side. And that's why when you start eating, as they would say, more vegetables, things with more bulk or mass to them without the calories, you're actually taking in less calories, and that's going to match to your burn rate. So when you think through a problem this way, you're looking at the pieces, you're looking at the basic categories, and then you're trying to see how the sequence works. In this sequence, you take in calories, you burn calories. That's what's going on. And if you think you can take supplements, etc., and boost your metabolism so you can eat all you want, no, you could still out-eat whatever you get your metabolism up to. So basically, the solution long-term is not being on a diet, but you just understand this game. And the game is going to be, over time, do you know roughly what you burn in a day? And do you roughly know how many calories you take in? And the way to know is take in a certain number of calories every day for a week. Weigh yourself every morning and find out if you gain weight or lose weight, because that's going to tell you basically where your caloric need burn is. So you want to lose weight, eat less calories. You want to gain weight, eat more. That's the way it goes. And for some reason, when we eat more, the body stores them. So I guess that's another piece in here, maybe related to, metabolism or retention. I hope you found this quick way to think about looking at a problem by moving from what you see, the elements, how they group together, and then how it works to be helpful. You can use this with any problem. But in this case, it is something to understand and begin to think through that if you know how it works, you can start looking for a solution that might last you for good. And I think this is the right direction to go. And I speak as someone who's weighs about 60 pounds less than he did at one point in his life because I was taking in a lot more calories than I was burning. Once you figure that out, you can start figuring out what to do. Hope this helps.